Boom! All right. Kenman here, and today, our first ZT knife on the channel. Experience it. Made in the USA. I actually unboxed this quick on a live stream. I live stream every Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then various other vertical lives throughout the week. Check them out. But I did open this up already. We took a look at it on that live, but here we are, checking it out, reviewing it here. The ZT. Let's get in and see what we're looking at here today. All right, there is the knife box on the floor. Important information about your new ZT folding knife. Identifying parts. Closing a folding knife. Pocket clip usage. Lots of good information here. Pause to read more. All right. So what do we get here today? This was actually sent to me from one of you, a subscriber, viewer of the channel, supporter of the channel. This is the ZT Zeo Tolerance 0450. Check it out. What a fun one. So yeah, first Zeo Tolerance knife on the channel. Excited to kind of check it out, review it, enjoy it for a little while. But what is ultimately going to happen with this knife is it is part of my 10K giveaway. I'm almost to 10,000 subscribers. Thank you all very much. Appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out, being a subscriber, being a member, donating, commenting on videos or in the lives. I live stream on Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Time. I'll be doing the giveaway on one of those lives coming up in the next few weeks here. Almost to 10,000 subscribers. Having such a good time. Actually celebrating 1 or 2 year anniversary as well. So the channel's been up and running for 2 years. Can you believe that much time has gone by? But anyway, one of my subscribers has donated this for the giveaway. They would like to remain anonymous, but I want to thank them personally right now for doing so. What a great donation for a giveaway. This is a premium knife right here. Real nice materials, that S35 VN on the blade steel and titanium handle. What a great design. So flips out real easy. Clip can be swapped to the other side. That is a huge clip on there. Full frame lock. Yeah, that's kind of a large clip. It almost seems like it's bigger than it needs to be for the knife, but I guess I don't mind it. Flipper tab only, so any pressure on that frame lock is not really going to matter because you're using that flipper tab. But it is cool. The lefties, you can flip that clip over to the other side, and then because it is a flipper, no real worry about pressure on that lock. Got some nice colored accents on the back right there. The red just gives it a little pop. Blade is centered nicely. Flips out real easy. Nice and solid. Little stack of jimps right there. It kind of ramps down a little bit, but it feels like you're getting into it. Get some push. No real choke up. I mean, you could choke up on that spot. Actually, you don't really get bit, so that kind of does work, but generally you can pretty much hold on to it right here. Kind of a smaller handle. My pinky's got space. It's actually on this little nub sits right in between my ring finger and my pinky, so that is comfortable. I do have a little handle right out the back there. I do have a large hand though. Flips out quite easy. Let's check the detent on there. Nice and solid. Pulls it back in pretty easy once you get to this point here. So you can't really get in there to talk it or anything anyway. So we'll try a little fail on this. Yeah, that detent is solid. I don't think you're ever really going to fail on an opening on that. Who's got a ZT? What's your favorite one? Which one should we look at next? And comment below. Would you like to win this? Someone's going to. All right. So, does have that kind of decorative swedge on the top. Nice pointy tip. seams slicey, smooth, thin, kind of stonewash titanium. Big old lanyard hole if you're one of those Edyards lovers right there. Tie one on if you like. What do we think about this knife? What an amazing donation. Alright, let's get some measurements here. Overall, 7 3/8 end to end. Blade is 3 1/4. You could say 3 3/8 if you go at an angle, but it's about 3 1/4 inch on the blade. And we've got a 3 1/4 inch cutting surface with a nice little curve on the belly. 4 1/8, almost 4 1/4 on the handle. Not quite, so not quite a full sizer here. Blade thickness 0.11, and that 0.11 does carry all the way out to there. And then you got this little relief cut for some decoration, not sharp on the top, obviously. And then the normal grind, very pointy tip. Handle 0.40. This part of the handle 7.5, thickest part up here 1, and thickest part of the blade 0.81. The never-ending battery saga continues. 3.02, so not too heavy, smaller size. 3.29's Kaiser drop bear. I compare everything with that one there. 3.02, so good weight on there, just a nice user size. Kaiser drop bear is that fidget friendly bug out killer, same size as your pyrite. Good user. Look at all those jumps on there. These two are almost the same size. Looks like the ZT handle is the same, but is just a little bit longer. The blade tip just has a little bit more. Ooh, that is dirty. So yeah, the Zeo Tolerance might be just a slightly bit longer than the drop bear, your bug outs. Bug out killer all day long. Okay, so been doing paper cut tests. This is a slightly used knife. This person did have it for a little while. Not sure how much they cut with it, so paper cut tests don't always count. If it's not a brand new knife, you don't know for sure, although I got a bad piece of paper here. Let's get a nice edge off of that. There we go. There we are. Solid 8.5. It kind of leaves like not a perfect line, so it doesn't, I mean, it definitely cuts through, no problem. I'd say 8.5 on the cutting. I'm down with that, and if we sharpen it up a little bit, we might be able to just get it even more of a razor edge, but that's pretty much as good as you need it. Well, thanks again. You know who you are, for donating this to the channel. Very, very gracious of you. Very cool. Someone is going to be a lucky winner of this awesome knife. It could be you. Stay tuned. It will be during one of my live streams on Thursdays. Celebrating 10,000 subscribers and 2 years of making the channel. Couldn't be here without you. Having such a fun time. Enjoying the knives, enjoying the interaction, the community, the family. It's just great. Thank you, thank all of you. Wow, gonna enjoy this Zeo Tolerance for a little while. Does everybody ever call it Zeo Tolerance, or do you just say ZT? Do I say 450 or 0450? Not important things. Maybe they are. Comment below. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.